Hey guys, how are you? My name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel, Embracing Indie Chaos. So, you know, we've all been guilty of doom scrolling, right? So I was sitting here just trying to get my hair, to dry a little bit. Anyway, out of nowhere, of course, where I'm at, I'm in the city right now. Crows are pretty apparent, they live around here quite a bit, well, out of nowhere, I hear quack, 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 quack. I was like, oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. I wouldn't, doom scrolling. I don't hardly ever get on Facebook. And I was checking, yeah. Anyways, so, yeah. The crows said, Elizabeth, get online. So here we go. She loves it when that happens. When the universe says, hey, what are you doing? Get your head in the game here. I do have to get my head in the game. Almost ran out of time. Oh, they're pulling me to the angel oracle. I did not get that deck out. So just 1 minute, please. Un momento. Okay, so as I was tapping back in before I pushed record again, I was trying to understand what the crows were saying. What the message that I was trying to get. Well, something hasn't reached the top, is what I'm getting. My chair wouldn't go up. It's just like it's stuck. So maybe we're feeling a little bit stuck. But I was understanding that we're recognizing some kind of patterns. There's some kind of pattern recognition that's going on or taking place. Maybe we're recognizing patterns in ourselves. That's a good thing to do, right? So that we can correct those patterns so they don't continue. Or maybe you could be experiencing some kind of patterns with someone else, you and someone else. We'll see. So in the rules of tarot, you take what resonates and you leave what does not. If it doesn't apply, then we simply let it fly. Flip it, switch it, stick it, but we don't force anything to fit in any type of way. All right, let's jump in this. See what the angels have to say. Danger of loss. So I understand. They're telling me that if there isn't a correction in this pattern that we're observing, that we're seeing, there's a danger of loss, and they're bringing me to the two birds. So this could be within a connection or within a partnership. Honesty. It looks like someone's being honest. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but I did. You just take it and you apply it where it applies, okay? If it's not you, then it's obviously someone you're dealing with, okay? So honesty, it's about being honest with oneself, and they're saying that someone's being honest here. There's a level of truth, reality. It's being spoken. Travel. Okay, so you're a seer. So there's some kind of vision that you've obtained. We're doing a period of travel. So you could be traveling. Traveling abroad is what I'm hearing. So somebody could be traveling abroad. Could be traveling. Somebody could be at a distance from you. But what I understand is that there's change of plans. Something with the vision has changed. There's a motorcycle. I'm going to take that as confirmation. If you can hear that, that's the fridge, man. Celebration. Well, something isn't wanting me to speak. Hold on again. Let me go grab that water. That is much better. Okay. So, once again, as I sat down, something drawed me to turn around and look. There's nobody in the room with me. I'm here by myself. So I don't. There's something going on behind you. Something going on behind the scenes. Something that's. So if you are dealing with someone, I'm understanding they're pulling me to something that I said to someone, and it was regarding choosing one another or choosing to walk away. And so it's clear to me that there's a pattern that's maybe you're experiencing, with someone else, and you've just kind of reached a point to where you're no longer gonna ask them to stay, and you're never, not never, I don't want to never come out, but you're no longer going to stop yourself from going away, making tracks. So, why did you point that out? It's relevant to this meeting, apparently. So, you just reach, when two people really want and hold the same vision. Now, this can be just a friendship. This doesn't have to be. This can be a family member. But if the end result is the same, then you both actively have to work towards that vision. And I've noticed, even in my own relationships, in the past, that I was taught, or I believed, or whatever the case may be. I don't know the reason why I did it, but I would look for the bad. It was like I was always expecting the bad. I never expected anything good to come of anything. And over the last few years, I've gotten into a space where I no longer do that. I actually look for reasons to stay, reasons to keep building into that relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is, with whoever I have those relationships with. And I'm not talking about my romantic relationships. I mean, yes, those as well, but I'm also talking about, my friends, my children. I only have my children as far as family. So it's just like looking at them, and when I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling some type of way, is the way I'm feeling right now going to matter in a month? Am I even going to remember what this is about in a year? If it's not, then why am I going to indulge in that? It's not conducive to our relationship. It's not going to solve anything. So I feel like that's where we're at. We're starting to realize that there are certain things that we don't need to pay attention to. It's not that we just dismiss them and act like they don't exist. We give them their recognition. I understand that you feel that way. I understand that I have that emotion. But is it valid? And if it's valid, then let's talk about it. But if not, then it's time to move on. Allow it to surface and allow it to go away, because more than likely there's something from the past that comes up, that's coming up in the middle of that you're not even aware of. That is that low level energy that's behind you. So something that was supposed to be exciting, there was supposed to be like a celebratory kind of feeling, or maybe there's a reunite, maybe where there was a get together or something like that, where you were supposed to just get with somebody and it was supposed to be a good time, a good event. Well, that's changed, right? Danger. Malefice is about listening to the messages, receiving those messages, understanding those messages. So if you're communicating with someone and they're not understanding your messages or resonating with what you're saying, and y'all can't seem to get on the same page and get to at least a clear understanding of, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you feel. Now hear me out. Let me speak my side, and then you say your side. And then you can't just respect that the other one has a difference. I feel like that's what's going on here. You just got to a place where you're comfortable with what's happening. Because what is meant to be will be, and what's not will go away. It will not last. It's not permanent. They're telling me impermanence, you know? This is only temporary. Renewal. Oh my. Oh my. If nothing else, it's just a renewed sense of self and understanding where we truly need to be in the direction that we really need to be going in. And it looks like that's what's changed. And it is, you're being celebrated. There's a cause for celebration. 11/11 on the timer. There's a cause for celebration. And you being able to do this. To actually be the messenger. So maybe that's, you know, I kind of feel like there's a little bit of what you're being called to do here is in play. And I'm hearing that what's transpiring in your situation is supposed to happen. There's a lot of healing that's going on. You may not feel that. You may not see that. It could be difficult depending on where you're standing and how you're looking at it. But if we stop and take a look at it, if you're in separation or if you're at odds and you're not communicating with one another and there's some distance, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't feel like it at this time. I don't. I'm going to jump into the tarot and see what the tarot has to say. I thought it was very fitting. I feel like it's very fitting to use the Murder of Crows. Yes. When I pick up this deck, I don't care where I pick it up. I forgot to shuffle. I know. I'm just going to get my hands on it. The other decks, my other decks, I do that, but not like this deck. Tell me what we need to know. What do we need to know? 3 of Wands. Keep holding the vision. Keep looking forward. There is a bigger... This isn't telling me that there's a bigger plan at play, but there is more going on than meets the eye. Tell me about that 3 of Wands. Give me some more. Page of Pentacles. Someone's being a little bit stubborn. Just saying. Page of Pentacles can be very stubborn. I mean, maybe there's like some growth. I mean, not in a bad way. There's some kind of growth in the situation, you know. Yeah, okay. Where someone's being a little bit stubborn, but they're not doing it in a bad way. They're being really practical. They've thought about this. Now it's just about taking that action. It looks like, I don't know if they're going to take that action. Are they going to take an action? Is this action oriented? Let's see. Is this action oriented? Yeah. Sense of Wands. 6 of Wands. Sense of Wands. Hey, somebody's going to gather their senses. You know, hey, it is what it is. 6 of Wands. That is a realization. That is, you know, a recognition of some sort. Now, whether you're recognizing this about yourself or about someone else, or, you know, you're being recognized for something, I mean, things are going to work out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, right now it feels like it does. It's not. Things aren't working out in your favor, but they are. They are. It looks like somebody's going to realize that separating, or, you know, the heartbreak, some kind of recent heartbreak or something that they've been dealing with, some kind of conflict, some kind of struggle that they've been dealing with. It's all based on their fears. So there's a need for growth in that. You have to be able to grow from that. You can't just, you know, fears can't be involved. Let them go. Let them move through you. Let them out. Someone has fears about what they're going to receive, or if things can be equal, like an equal reciprocity in the situation. Eight of Pentacles, so it looks to me like you're just working. I asked what else, you know, you're just working. Somebody's working through, you know, got their head down, and is somebody signing some kind of contract? Somebody's signing some kind of contract here. I'm hearing a lease. The fence. They pulled me to the fence. They pulled me to him with the pen. And then it's an opportunity. So we could be agreeing to some kind of contract here. Possibly. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, there's an understanding where it feels like two parties are actually starting to realize they're realizing that the karmic debt has been paid. The contract is being signed off on, and it looks like you've been getting messages about this, and you kind of been in denial. Don't want it to end. It's an ending. It's an ending. But it's the way we're looking at it as an ending. There's a possibility for a rebirth. It could be just the end of a cycle, end of that pattern that I was seeing. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it has to be the end of ends, you know. It's just the beginning. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. What is that contract? Well, with the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, with the Judgment. So clearly, something of the past, something that was continuous, something that keeps coming up. That's the pattern. I'm seeing the Six of Cups as the pattern, okay? The Five of Cups, realizing, so these feelings that we've always felt, that we've always missed out on an opportunity, well, it looks like there's something or someone, because I'm seeing the signing of an ending of a contract, and then I understand that there's a signing of a new contract. So like I said, this could just be, you know, the end of a lease, and we're having to start up a new lease. But and I'm not trying to give false hope, so if you're not wanting that person back or wanting to correct whatever's happened between you, then there's a new individual, and we can find out. But judgment's already been rained on the past situation that you feel like was a missed opportunity. Now, is this King of Pentacles? Oh, Queen of Cups. Oh, Two of Cups. What? Oh my gosh. Somebody's opening up the heart space to a connection towards you because they see you as their empress. And they are coming, honey. with an apology attached. They're coming because they got so much love. They got love they want to give. And they don't want to apologize. Because it looks like in the past that they were toxic. They were toxic. Who is this person? Who is this person? To the collective. Who's this person? Who is this person? Could be a Leo. Could be a Leo. This is someone that's they're not coming in with brute strength. The way they can carry themselves, the mannerism, it's very poised. It's a soft tone. It's very subtle. Their energy is very subtle, but it's very, very strong. Like, could be a Capricorn. Ten of Swords. This is someone that has the ability to, like with the Ten of Swords, it looks to me like they're overcoming some kind of betrayals. Feeling backstabbed. I don't feel like it was you. It was in the past. 8 of Cups. They could have betrayed you. They're overcoming. Maybe you did. You could have. I'm not betrayed, you know, not in a bad way. I mean, you could have just said, piss on, I'm walking out. I mean, it happens, right? They're overcoming some kind of wounding, and they want to offer up something. They want to offer up an opportunity for the two of you to, like, come together. To walk away from the betrayals. To walk away from, and you know, this is a new, I kind of feel like this is, it could be an old person that's coming in with new energy, but I kind of feel like it's a new person, to be honest with you. And it's not that you betrayed them, it's not that they betrayed you, it's just like they see you as someone that they can create with, someone that's very loving and nurturing and very, I mean, you're an empress. They see you. And you embody every bit of being an empress. Male or female doesn't matter. Not in this context. Generally, I will tell you. But I mean, for the most part, I do see masculine with feminine. But it just depends on what you're embodying at the time. Like the star. The goal is to overcome some kind of conflict. Their internal conflict. But they're wanting to offer up something like, okay, let's leave all this behind. Let's leave everything that we've endured in the past, our past relationships. So they're like, this is someone that has they're pretty damn, yeah, I mean, King of Pentacles. Could be our sign. This is someone that's healed. They've done a lot of healing on their own. They've done a lot of healing within the heart space. They had, you know, some inner child wounds that they had to deal with, that they've dealt with, I feel like. Anyways, they're wanting, I'm trying to articulate this the way it feels, okay? It's kind of difficult. They're wanting, so even if you don't have or haven't had a history with this person, okay? Let's just say you don't. This is someone brand spanking new. You've never met them before. That's what this feels like, okay? And this is someone that sees you as an empress. Their empress. Automatically, they're attracted to you. Automatically. And not in a lustful way, okay? They want a partnership with you because they know that what you are capable of just by meeting you, just by crossing paths with you, okay? And they're going to propose because they're not stupid, honey. This is someone that can see too. They're going to propose an opportunity to walk away from everything. So both of you are single. Okay? And they're going to offer up an opportunity for the both of y'all to just, let's go build somewhere else. Let's go somewhere brand new. Where do you want to go? This is someone that can do that. They have the money to do that. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? Let's do this together. And let's just forget about all that other shit. It doesn't have to go with us. We don't have to take it. I mean, even if you don't go anywhere. I mean, I'm not trying to give you false hope. Somebody here is doing that. Somebody here is fixing to get the opportunity of a lifetime. Sign me up, baby. Sign me up. I'm just saying. Sign me quicker after that. Yeah, they're not coming in a lustful way. Yep. You could have rejected them in the past. You could have rejected it because you probably thought, if you had ever met this person, like, I don't feel like you've had a relationship with them or anything like that, but I do feel like in the past there was a lack of direction, it looks like. There was a lack of direction. Tell me about the Ace of Wands in reverse. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you could have resisted it because they couldn't offer you something. They didn't have... There was something lacking. Sustenance, substance. This is someone that's very attractive. Okay. This is somebody that's gone through... Whoa. Cannot make it up, babes. Emperor. This is someone that's gone through a significant amount of change. You're not going to be able to recognize them. So this is someone you've known since, I am seeing the 6 of Cups, the Page of Cups, in the past. So you're not going to recognize this person. This is someone you know. Yeah, Emperor. They're showing up in Emperor energy. And they're in control of themselves. They are in control of themselves. Oh, they went away. It's like they went and got in control of their passion. So they were a player. This is someone that was a player at one time. They could have played you. They could have played you. Yeah. Dirty pool. Yeah, but they know what that got them. Son. They know exactly what that got them. Being that, running around, acting like that. You know, fly-by-night kind of person. Here for a good time, but not for a long time. Yeah, they realized, yeah, there's a realization. Sure, they had other options, but those other options aren't you. They've been lying. They hid behind someone else. Could have been someone that they were married to. Oh, because it was materials. Because they had built into something with someone, and then materials of that was, they weren't ready to walk away from that. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. But they're still unhappy. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed, no. So they had to move away. They had to go away. They had to clear their mind. They had to get rid of the fears. They had to get disassociated with this Queen of Pentacles over here. They're coming in with a solid offer. I'm not going to go through the whole deck. I mean, that's what it looks like. They can't help it. They can't not do it. Look, they're burdened by not coming towards you. By not taking this leap. They have to do this. They're like, I've got to go towards them. You could have said something. Something could have been said. What was said that changed things? They learned something. they learned. This is someone that's fully aware how to build into something. If nothing else, that's their goal. That's their dream. The star Aquarius. Yeah, they want. Why are we seeing this? It's the new year. 2026. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit. So in 2019, before I'd really jumped off in the middle of my spiritual awakening, I was in the process. My husband had passed away in 2015, so I was still struggling with that. Anyways, I knew in 2019 and 2025 that at the end of 2025, my life was going to change drastically. So maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is me. Maybe this is all of us. Look. Who is this? Page of Cups. Someone you've known since childhood. And this came out in a reading yesterday or the day before. They have memories with you. They remember you. They remember you. This is interesting because it's like it's out of nowhere. They remember you. This is someone you manifested. You manifested this. Back when you were a child. That's what I'm seeing. Back when you were a child, when you were young. There's memories. There's nostalgic memories. There's maybe in another life, in another time, you had a relationship and you built with this person. Chariot, the Ten of Cups. I don't remember. So what does the collective need to know moving forward? Abundance is yours. You're going to be making some roots here, babes. Establishing some roots. Like, your abundance has arrived. It is here. It is showing up on your doorstep. It's not just in finances. It is also in love. It is also in, this is like all the wealth. Not just financial wealth. This is just someone you can collaborate with, someone you can actually open up to and talk to and not have to be worried. They're going to use it against you or do you dirty with it. I'm seeing the Tower there. Let's see what that's about. I'm getting like this Ten of Pentacles. Something that they've carried over with them over and over. It's like every lifetime. There's something has destabilized it. So maybe something that they've been, and I did see that. They were building into something and it's suddenly changed. Whatever they were building into, their empire. I don't feel like that's got anything to do with you. Speak of the truth, babes. They've accepted some kind of truth here. What's the truth? Seven of Wands, the Lovers. They've accepted something. I don't know whatever that tower was for them. They've accepted it full on and they're not even worried about it. And they're going to, because they stand by their choice. They speak some kind of truth and they stand by the choice, the decision. And it looks like to have a new beginning with their fucking Empress. You, again, there's the Empress again. I'm going to drop it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. I feel like maybe you don't really want to know. Maybe that's the beauty of it. You don't really want to know who it is. Maybe it's kind of exciting to find out who that might be. Okay. It's a surprise. So it's not the person you've been dealing with. This is someone totally different. Somebody that does embody Emperor energy at all costs. Because they are an Emperor. Well, my lovelies, I do hope this helps you. And until we meet again, toodly-doos.